Hello everyone, I am a PG scholar. So, based on my experience or the research experience, I have prepared this presentation. So, to just share some simple tricks and ideas for writing a research paper. So, these tips are especially helpful for the beginners who are just starting to write their own papers. So here, in my previous video, I have already explained how to read a research paper and how we need to understand it before going to write this paper. So in this session, I'm just walking through it, how to write a research paper. So I have simplified this in a 4 clear steps. Up to my understanding, I had developed this presentation. I thought it will be so useful to you. So just go with the first step. So first up is the identify the core idea. So core idea means you need to start what is the main research idea or the problem statement you have understood from the previous works. So if you read nearly 3 to 5 papers, I think it's enough. So then there you will find out what type of the real world challenge is there. So there you need to plan something like how to overcome this. So here we need to first identify the core idea. What is the problem statement? We need to just plan it. We need to identify. Then you need to ask yourself how we are going to improve it. That means how we are going to solve this problem. So here you need to mention your objective because this mentioning of the objective is the foundation of your entire paper. So in this identifying the core idea means just you need to identify your objective, like you need to define your objective. This is the foundation. And the next step is we need to choose or create a model. So once your idea is so clear, you have known how that means what are the problem has been evolved. So then if your idea is so clear, then you need to check if there is any base model or an existing models are already there. So if there is any if you are thinking to develop any project in by using a machine learning, in that machine learning also there are several models. If you want to go with random forest model, then you need to check the current work or the current problem statement which you are having has already been solved with the random forest. If they have already solved with random forest, then you need to go with another model like support vector models, navi bias, k nears, so sorry, k means. So you need to go with those all models or any other model, other languages like deep learning. So you need to check, that means you need to choose the model with which model you can able to develop this. So after that, so if you find a different model or the like a new model, you need to see how to enhance or the how to modify it. So you can able to that means go with the two models at a time, or you can able to go with the only one model, that means a new model. If you find a new model, if you didn't found a new model, then what we need to do, you can go with the existing model fits only. There you can able to find out the research gaps. By finding the research gaps, you can able to develop your own model. There will comes the word like novelty. So and contribution will come from your end only. So in this step, novelty and the contribution is more like enough and more important, because if you didn't found any new model, you can go with the existing one, and based on that existing one, you need to find the research gaps. From there, you can able to design your own model. This is regarding the step 2. And let us come for the step 3. That is validate and plan the implementation. So now you are so much clear with the model what you want to use. So whether you need to develop your own model or you need to go with the new model. So then once you finalize your concept or like a design for your project, then you need to check whether your model or approaching work logic. So what type of the logic you are using, will it help you to move to the next stage? If you are using any formulas or the methodology implementation, then you need to check whether it will work, it will give the perfect accuracy or the perfect results to you. Here in this validate and plan implementation, you need to go with the methodology session totally. Then just go with the fourth step. Here collect data set and start coding. So in this overall paper, the main thing like a foundation for your project to move on to the next step is the collecting of the data set. What type of the data set you are using? Like it belongs to the images or it belongs to the numbers, text, what type of the features you are using. So that plays a major role. So here you can either search for or you can create your own database depending on your research topic. So it's always like a creating or just going with the already updated data sets also. So you can mostly find the data sets in the Kaggle websites. You can go with that. Then after that you need to set up your coding environment. So coding will be it can be either from the Python or it can be Matplot or TensorFlow, whatever the coding environment will be, you need to set up it. And you need to start like testing, training, and all the things you need to start. So this is regarding the collecting data set and start coding. Now these are the four steps. As I have told you, these are the only four steps based on my research work which I am doing currently. I have prepared this video, no? So see, first thing is the core idea. If you have an idea, then you need to plan it, like you need to note it down. This is a problem statement actually. After that, choose or create a model. You can go with the existing model or you can create your own model. So then validate and the planning. You need to check with the accurate results, whether they are like how we need to implement and what type of the results we need to get at the end. Then collect a data set and start coding. This is the last simple step, like a collecting data set which is so suitable to your paper. So these are the four steps as I had told. So if you are like so much confident enough through these four steps, you can go with writing the paper. So in the paper, once you like implemented the coding and if you have the results with you, so it's like a less time it will take you to create this document. See, for writing the paper, what and all the things is the abstract. So what work you are doing, whole work you can able to mention it in the abstract. Introduction. So what type of the research you are doing, for that introduction you are mentioning. And literature review, research gaps you are finding and mentioning. Then methodology. Methodology means it mostly comes in the third step, no, validating and plan implementation. There you can go with the methodology. After that, experimental results. What are the results you got? Like accuracy, precision, recall. You can mention it here. Then conclusion and the future work. Conclusion means for your work you need to conclude what you have found. And for the future work, if there is any elaboration for your work, you can able to mention it. And at last, references. So this is the writing of the paper with the sections. So these are like the four essential steps, like important steps to write a strong research paper. So from idea to implementation and documentation, like from starting idea from the implementation to the documentation, I have explained in this video so simply, like on a so simple. So in my upcoming video, that means I will explain each of the steps in detail with an example. So I will take a paper and how it has evolved. I will elaborate each and every session with the examples and tips to make your own paper more effectively. So till then, bye bye guys. If anybody haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe.